And that's why 90% of people fail.
Yeah.
They lose their trading account and give up. When I first started trading, I was doing quite well. And then I got a bit cocky. And I was putting on 5 trades a day and upping my risk to 5%, 10%. And I'm thinking, I'm a trader, I can do what I like, you know? And I had not done any of the trading psychology at this point. Yeah. And then I started losing money. I think I lost about $10,000 or $15,000 in a week. And I thought, this doesn't work. This is all BS. It doesn't work. But what happened? My trader mentor that was paired with me in my course at Learn to Trade, this is before I joined the company, he sat me down. He looked at my trading journal. He said, Greg, what are you doing? You can trade, but why are you taking 5 or 6 trades a day? Why are you trading at 5 or 10% risk? I said, well, I'm a trader, mate. That's what I do. He said, no wonder you're losing your money. He said, now wipe out all those trades you got on right now, about another 5. I said, well, if I do that, I'm going to lose another 5 or 6 grand. He said, you want to lose 5 grand? I'm going to lose 50 grand. Cut them out. You start again. Get back on the horse, right? And do some trading psychology. And when I sat the trading psychology workshop, my results, Joy, went like a J curve. I kid you not. And I became trader of the year. I didn't plan it, but that's what happened. And that made the biggest difference. And my trader mentor basically gave me a kick in the butt. And that's what you need. If you go to your loved ones, you know, your mum, dad, husband, wife, whatever, and say, oh, I've got a couple of losses. What are they going to say? Oh, don't worry, darling, forget it. But your trader mentor will give it to you. And that's what you want. You want some raw honesty and get that kick in the butt because you know better. And that the emotional aspect of it. Yeah, because I guess I often talk to you know, and I always say the psychology webinars that we have every week, we treat as a little community also, like a community. And like I say, same people come every week and we can have exchanges and questions and we can personalize some of them in terms of if people bring queries, we'll focus on one query, but it helps everybody. Of course it does. And so, you know, that sense of people come into trading, let's say, maybe thinking it's like other jobs they've had. And it's so completely different in terms of the mindset that you need to adopt in terms of I really need to approach this very professionally. And where lots of other jobs, I kind of often point out, you know, there's a cause and effect. If I do A, B will happen. Trading is nothing like that. And so it's a little bit, well, not a little bit, it can be as unpredictable maybe as some of the war zones that you were working in throughout your journalist career. And it's that sense of don't know what might happen next, but I can prepare as best I can. Yes. And so I guess in trading, what we try to focus on in our psychology webinars is the process to take people's mindset off the end point. Obviously, people have long-term goals. And I think that's another point maybe you can talk about the fact that we say trading's not speed dating. It's a long-term relationship. So you need to be in it for the long term in order to achieve your goal. But in order to get there, it's like, you know, you were talking earlier about the community and no athlete wins the Olympics without their support team. And so you're talking about that lovely community in Learn to Trade where you've got the mentors that can hold you accountable. They can identify maybe mistakes you're making, how you can improve yourself. There's the psychology webinars to help people work on their mindset. But there's that sense of I need to focus on the process and improve my process rather than just focusing on the end result. So what would you say about you and your process in terms of, it sounds like I started off kind of quite, you know, shotgun style, kind of like cocky, you know, kind of shooting from the hip, you know, hey, I'll put on Taking
5.
a few winning trades, thinking I'm, you know, it's hot. And it's like, I would call that, it's like a little bit of mindlessness. Bit of a cowboy attitude,
but there's also that Cunning-Dunner effect where it's like, or, you know, I think I know more. So it's when I know a little bit, I think I know more than I know.
You think you take it to another
Precisely.
level and you can't.
And so for you, so your mentor, it sounds like, said, hey, buddy, let's press pause here. Let's rethink what you're doing. So how did your process change after that?
Well, after I got cocky and I had a few winning trades, I just thought I can just get all winning trades. And so that's why I upped my risk. And added more money to my account. And then I started losing it. That's just the cockiness. You get a few winning trades under your belt and think, oh, this is easy. I don't need help. I don't need training. So I pulled myself away from Learn to Trade and went off on my own. I thought, I don't need any coaching or mentorships anymore.
Arrogance. I love it.
I know. And it's so true. But I quickly fell off that horse quick smart. And I needed that kick in the butt from the Learn to Trade. I needed that Because they said, you're doing everything wrong. We did not teach you to take 5% trades. We did not teach you to put 5 or 6 trades on at once.
Yeah.
We did not teach you to go, we've got a long trade and it's losing, put another trade the other way. Where did you get all this stuff from? Right? And it was just the arrogance of a few winning trades. But I quickly learnt that you can fall off this horse quite quickly and lose your trading account. And that's why 90% of people fail.
Yeah.
They lose their trading account and give up. And it's not as though they can't trade. Anyone can trade with the right education and support. You can.
Yeah.
But you start small. I was greedy. I wanted to get big, profitable trades. I know now, and I teach beginner traders that don't go for the 4 or 5 figure winning trades. Start small. Just go for 2 figure winning trades, $35. Get a few of those under your belt. Then move it up to 3 figures, $101, $110, $220. Then move it up to 4 figures. And there's ways of moving it and scaling it.
Yeah.
And that's what I was taught. And that's what I now teach people, how you can do that. But start small. Don't be cocky like me. And it's good that I've had this experience.
Yeah.
And this is what I love about the Learn to Trade community and the trader mentors.
Yeah.
They've done the hard yards like I have.
Yeah.
They haven't lost $10,000 like I have. They've lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. So they've been through that. So they can give you, and they gave me the shortcut to success, what not to do. Does that make sense?
Of course, absolutely. And it also sounds a little bit like, which can happen for a lot of people, we're a certain age in life. We feel like we know what we're doing. We've probably come from a level of being an expert, maybe in a different field.
Yes.
And then we start something and we're novices. And, at the start of every course, it's always good to remind people, there is a transition into being a student. And reflect on that. How are you feeling about being back at the beginning of something? Because I think it sounds a little bit like maybe your ego, when somebody's telling you you're doing it wrong. And it's almost that, again, back to, I know more than you, or stop telling me what I'm doing feels good for me. And you left, but I love the fact that somewhere in there, there's self-reflection, which is super important.
Absolutely.
And then it's like, okay, I kind of calmed my ego, the self-sabotage, which takes people off. And now if you didn't come back, it's almost like I ruined my opportunity of such, having such an amazing life, which you have created. And so it sounds like I managed to talk to my ego, come back and engage and go, okay, listen, just accept that. I don't know everything. 35. I love that you're highlighting that. £35 trades is totally fine.
Yes.
Greg didn't suddenly become Global Trader of the Year. So part of your process then was start small.
Step by step.
By step.
Small increments.
And work it up slowly.
Yes. Get the consistency on one trading strategy or 2 trading strategies.
So how do you go about getting your consistency? So again, back to process, thinking about what somebody should do. Let's say they get up in the morning, because that's what we try and focus on, each step of the process and how can you work with your psychology at each step. But in terms of process, taking it step by step, what would you encourage people to do each step of the process?
Well, each trader is different. Every trader is different.
Yeah.
Some traders will trade 5-minute timeframes, 15, 1 hour, 4 hour dailies. Some will trade different trading strategies. Some will trade different times of the day. And some put more risk than others. So everyone's different. My tip would be to get the process right. Yeah. You have to go through the hard yards. You have to go through a few different trading strategies to start with and quickly ascertain as quickly as possible which trading strategy best suits you. Now, at Learn to Trade, I was taught 5 basic trading strategies, 5 of them. So I focused on one. A couple of them just didn't resonate with me, the 15-minute timeframes. I can't trade them to save my life, where I know other traders will trade one gold on one 15-minute timeframe called the pip runner, and they make a living off it. I can't do that. You see, everyone's different. So you've got to find a trading strategy that suits your personality. When you do that, then you just trade that. Trade that, focus on it until you get a few winning trades, till you know you've got it right. And that's consistency. So every 10 trades, you might get 6 or 7 winning trades when you know you're onto something.
Okay.
You know you're onto something. Then you stick with that. Now, you're not going to get 10 winning trades out of 10, although it does happen. It's rare. You get losing trades all the time with trading. That's the name of this game. Yeah. And that's another reason why I get gobsmacked that people think they can come in and do 50 winning trades and walk away and make $1 million. It does not work like that way. That if anyone says that out there, walk away. That's BS. That's a scam, right? It doesn't work. Yeah. So you get losing trades, but your goal is, and that's okay. Even though that hurts, right? As a trader, we don't like it, but it's part of the game of trading. So you get consistency on one trading strategy. Find that one that you like. Sit that in your process. So when you start trading, you've got a focus, you've got your trading strategy down. And that's the reason why, Joy, that top traders pluck all the money out of the markets. They stick to their one trading strategy or two.
Mm-hmm.
They don't deviate from it no matter what the market's dishing up at them.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because that gives them the most consistent way of taking money out of the markets without exposing themselves to too much risk.
Yeah.
You know what? When that happens, you can get to a point where you can live off your trading strategy, off your trading account.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Okay.
Incredible. But you've got to be connected and have the belief.
Yeah.
Have the belief. And that's where a lot of people fail through psychology. They don't have that belief. That what is it? The frontal
the frontal cortex. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's protecting your brain.
Yeah.
You know, I can't do this. You're too old. I don't have enough money. I'm too stupid.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know what it's like.
Yeah.
But you've got to get rid of all that negativity and have that belief.
And very much, I guess, what you're talking about there, it's like a lot of people, and it would come up very often in those psychology webinars where they're living in the emotional brain.
Yes.
You know, all of those statements kind of ringing around. It's only when you come up into that frontal cortex
into the rational,
that you're able to say, of course I can do this. I can be great.
You can do anything in life that you put your mind to.
Yeah.
Absolutely you can.
Okay. So picking the strategy, I love that because I'm not sure if everybody listening, if they can actually appreciate fully, but they're learning it today, that you choose a strategy that suits you. And so it sounds like you learned, a number of them learned 5 on that first course, and you played around with some of them. So this is all part of the novice phase,
which is great.
Played around with a few of them, and then it's like, that doesn't really work. So it's like personalities. It doesn't work with my personality.
Not for me.
Doesn't work with my personality. And then you found, so which one do you use most often?
The T-wave.
Why the T-wave? What was the attraction with the T-wave?
Physically, on the charts, I can see what we call a high-low test bar, right? I won't go into the technicals of it now, but I can just spot them really easy. And when I see a high-low test bar, that's an indicator to me that the market is going to shift direction. A few other things have got to line up, of course.
Yeah.
So I stick to my checklist with my EMAs and a few other things. If they all line up, I'll take the trade. Boom.
Okay. Beautiful.
And I love that. And I can pull out 4.5 grand while I'm binge watching Netflix in half an hour.
Okay.
It is fantastic.
So talk to me then about T-waves and your process with SmartCharts.
Well, okay. Well, SmartCharts has changed so much, Joy. It really has. It's got AI trader tools in it now. It's a phenomenal piece of software. Yeah. It really is. Yeah. It's the essential trader's toolkit as far as I'm concerned. It's got these amazing trading strategies in there that finds the trades for you. It's got AI trader tools that recognizes patterns. Yeah. Because that's what trading's all about, patterns. Right? There's hundreds of different patterns. When you see a certain pattern on a chart, that's an indicator that markets that price action might move up or move down. And you'll want to look for that. But SmartCharts finds it all for you. So it saves you time looking for a trade. And that's where traders fail. They don't know how to find a trade. They don't know how to risk manage that trade to profit or that small loss. Yeah. They don't know how to do that. They don't know how to find it. SmartCharts is it for you.
And SmartCharts has lots, it doesn't matter what trading strategy. So you like the T-wave, it works for you.
It will find those high test bars and those low test bars for me. Okay. So I don't have to look for them. Yeah. So I can get up in the morning with a cup of coffee, for example. Yeah. And SmartCharts will flash signals at me on the T-wave as if, the Aussie dollar, we found a signal on a T-wave 4-hourly. Get in and have a look at that, Greg. And if you like that, get in, take that trade and make some money. Okay. And if the pairs are not flashing, SmartCharts says don't even worry about the Euro CAD because it's not flashing. There's no trade set up, and it just simplifies my day. So I could trade 2 or 3 hours a day, 2 or 3 days a week, thanks to SmartCharts. But Joy, you have to learn it first. Yeah. You have to learn how to navigate the markets, what it all means, and learn SmartCharts. And that's what I focused on. As I said earlier, if you focus on that one thing, that one thing will come to life. Yeah. And I wanted to make it work. Yeah. I wanted to. I had the belief that I could do this with the right people. And the traders that learned to trade just blew me away. They were so supportive, so helpful. And and that's what I do now. And all the trader mentors here, that's how we view the world. We view the world through a trader's lens. Yeah. It's like our job now is to support and help beginner traders navigate the markets to success. Yeah. It's just what we do. Yeah.
So part of the supportive community, let's say the mentors. So for people who aren't in SmartCharts yet, and maybe they trade on their own. And then there's the people who are in SmartCharts and who know all about these amazing features. But for people who haven't maybe taken that step to take the education with Learn to Trade yet, or, you know, haven't seen the inside of SmartCharts and the trading community, what is the asset of that trading mentor? So what's the benefit that trading mentors bring if you're a trader and you're working on your own, which quite a lot of traders do? But this support that we've got the SmartCharts, which is helping give signals and giving some hints and tips and seeing patterns and helping people. And as you say, just making my trading day easier.
Yes.
And then we've got these mentors to keep us in focus.
Us on track.
Yeah. Okay. So talk to me a little bit about the mentoring.
See, as a beginner trader, people who don't know about, I guess, Learn to Trade or SmartCharts, they try and find a trading strategy on social media, for example, like they watch a few YouTubers and a few TikTokers and a few Insta people and things, and try and assemble a trading plan or trading strategy from that. It doesn't work. It just does not work. And the thing about Learn to Trade and the trader mentors that I found when I was going through the course, they know their stuff. Right? They've got a track record. They've been through the downside, but they've also been through the upside. So they know the pitfalls, they know the shortcuts. And that's knowledge that was passed on to me. And that sort of fast-tracked me.
Yeah.
You know, even when I got cocky, they gave me a slap and said, right, stop being cocky, Greg.
Yeah.
This trading game works, but you're just being greedy and trying to pull out money quickly out of the markets. And trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not. You've got to treat the markets with respect and patience, and don't, you know, sometimes on the charts it won't be a trade to take. Don't take it. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. You've got to learn to calm yourself down, psychology, calm yourself down and be in the right frame of mind or the right mindset to trade in the first place. For example, if you're really tired, don't trade. If you're drunk, don't trade. If you're having a fight with your lover, don't trade, right? Don't trade. Don't do it. You've got to be in the right frame of mindset. Say, okay, I'm going to get up this morning and look at the charts, be positive. I'm going to just take a couple of trades. I reckon I'll get 2 winning trades. Be positive. Put yourself out there. And that's what I do.